So this is one of the most popular Nigerian ghost stories that has ever been told. The story of Lady Koi Koi. So what happened was that there was this boarding school in Lagos, yeah, and when you go into a boarding school new, you're scared. You don't want to be bullied. You're looking for the right social groups to be a part of. Well, in this school, there was no social group. There was just one top dog, and it was a teacher, one of their teachers called Mrs. Cordelia. Mrs. Cordelia was always impeccably dressed, but she was very strict. She liked wearing red shoes, but that was not what people spoke about her. They spoke about how ruthless she usually was. Assaulted students both verbally, physically, in front of the whole school. Like, she didn't care. She was just a ruthless person. One day she attacked a girl in her office, and when she attacked the girl came out of the office and started crying. A group of students tried to console her, and it was there, after hurting that girl, that all the students decided that, you know what, they think they've had enough of these treatments, and they decided to fight back. So they made a plan. They said they were going to attack Madam Cordelia and teach her a lesson. So they banded together. They waited till the school was empty. Only Madam Cordelia was in the office, and then they came out. One of them held a bat, and when she saw them, immediately she started laughing at them and started calling them names. She said they were too weak and that they couldn't do anything, especially the girl she had abused earlier. She just singled her out and was raining abuses on her. So the girl with the baseball bat attacked the woman and started hitting her so many times. The woman was also trying to fight back, but the rest of the students joined in and they were all hitting her. So the number of girls who did this were actually 5. One person did not join in the beating them. One person did not join in the beat up because she was the lookout to check if people are coming, but she was part of the plan. So she stood by the door and was checking if anybody's coming. While the 4 of these students beat this woman, and based on the fact that they had a bat, they just kept hitting her till she died. So she died, and it was a boarding school, so they carried her body, somewhere, and buried the body. When they buried the body, for a couple of days, there was peace, and that the school experienced peace because the very strict teacher, Madam Cordelia, was no more around. Nobody knew where she went to, but the students were happy she was not around. However, in the next month or so, out of the 5 students who did the beat up, 3 went missing suddenly. Some of them believed that they went for. There were rumors that they had gone on a bus trip. There were rumors that they had just run away. But basically, in the school, these 3 out of the 5 people who had perpetrated this on Madam Cordelia went missing. Knowing that only 2 of them were left, those 2 were incredibly scared. One day, as fate will have it, only both of them were in the hostel, and they started hearing a faint noise, like somebody was walking towards their hostel. And they couldn't see anybody, but they were hearing the footsteps, like koi, koi. That was the sound the shoe was making when it was hitting the ground. So they locked the door. They were putting their ears to the door, and they were standing behind the door. Like, they closed the door, put their ears to the door, and were standing behind the door trying to listen. After a while, the footsteps stopped. One of them looked to the ground and she saw the red shoes, Madam Cordelia's red shoes. Immediately that happened, the door flung open and Madam Cordelia's head, which was almost even falling off her body, entered. A figure with Madam Cordelia's head, wearing the red shoe and that bat that they used to hit her. And she attacked these 2 girls. Remember when I said they attacked her? One person was looking out. She didn't kill that one, but she attacked both of them and killed the other one. So when the one who was the lookout, when people finally came and saw her on the ground and the rest, they were about taking her to the hospital. The only thing she was saying was koi, koi, which is Mrs. Cordelia. Koi, koi. And people still believe that if you go to that school, you could still hear the footsteps.